Best music. Best music.
I love that music.
My God.
I'll be your side. This is a new day, and I don't feel like I will know
The best in the city.
101.9 FM, Kingdom Plus. Doing no other station like this.
and I don't feel like I will know let go. So let's tell somebody, so party don't start. And we go party don't stop. Charlie party don't start. And we go party don't stop. All we have is today. Nobody knows tomorrow. All we have is today. Nobody knows tomorrow. Rain, rain, go away. Tell my troubles to go and come another day. Rain, rain, go away. Tell my troubles to go and come another day. And I'm a boy, no video too late, baffle. Matrimony, I'm a 14 in cold. And I'm a boy, no video too late, baffle. Matrimony, what it? I'm a 14 in cold. Oh, we are not take home, no share. It's not so different, and I mean, I will know. Relax, enjoy yourself. All we have is today. Nobody knows tomorrow. All we have is today. This is a new day. And I feel like I will not let go. This is a what's it
Kingdom Plus 101.9 FM. Can you imagine?
This is a new day, and I don't feel like I will not let go. This is a new day, and I don't feel like I will not let go. So let's tell somebody, so party don't start. And we go party don't stop. Charlie party don't start. And we go party don't stop.
Abusia ya Daya Hotel. Ya Daya Hotel. Enyuma edaswa utie no. Ye nua be ma ye nake. Nake no mkwa omu group ne from Enkasei etuabodom. Enkasei nake. Ni no single awodi abeni. Come up.
Very Caribbean.
Very.
Very Caribbean.
Very nice. Wahabi.
Yes.
That to say,
Pasha.
it's okacho.
Oh, if you say, oh, I can say one. You who you want to check.
And I make it. You who you already are chapa.
Yes.
Then you might say,
Inshallah, Yamichum be okay.
Bibi, are you cool?
There you
Hey, Wahab.
That's the fee.
Since you had the watch Ghana for.
Well, sure.
What time, Mahama?
President too. President.
Which hey, let's see before Bibia Wahab. And say, man, last year, baby, and many balls who waited to shoot the day. I say, hey, only an outway. What team shooting now? Fouls be could say,
Yeah.
Should he was
Maybe I'm good, Banku.
but good fouls. But good fouls.
We could even go and fast.
Wow. Yeah, as I say, a jacket no plus your friend order. one puputi na wabasi ye bon komo
Yes,
big
good.
time.
Why
Nice one. Nah, your music scene. I'm up for the music war about the music more. I would you want to ye pal. Your music industry.
I don't think they don't. So mumbusao.
Woman name.
You haven't told them.
I say politics na na so munim.
You haven't told them.
Yes. Mesra mo Wahab. Asama me babeke 90s asem na me babeke. Na me watch Choice FM. Na eno kra me ka nkofo beka se bia me na me bia me brag. Wahab waka wasem. Wahab beba radio so. Beba radio so. Beba radio so.
The
And
first
I mean
person.
sim.
Yes.
Waka.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Say, a dear grache. Okay.
Mhm.
Now I remember someone said me, I'm very talk shy,
Mhm.
and when him say when we talk outside studio now,
Mhm.
you know what I know about music.
Mhm.
But there be actually in studio, both friend I'm member
Mhm.
several times.
Mhm.
But there was a day now what choice,
Mhm.
and also open show,
Mhm.
and then the mama,
Mhm.
it will be very bad.
Mhm.
And I'm so why not? I'll mount the
Mm.
stage.
Mm.
So that was the first time. In this country, the first person to interview me on radio set before no remember that was you. It is very much valid. Say, I only the first person that we interviewed on music show Choice FM, and it repeated it several times.
Video beba eye video kutu Rebecca say your friend in lodge was it chire wo mu. Chire wo abusian somate. Eye Fifi Pratt. Na ye first presenter wo interview eye Al Wahab
Yes, that is
Farouk.
that's a fact.
Choice FM days. Until Ayana Mo Kasa, you gotta put some respect on the name Fifi Pratt. On a mechanic, your name Penufuo in the ruling and young Kwada. What happened at those days? Music.
Yes,
As I say,
yeah, there's a big change.
say,
Oh, for sure.
are they bad or good?
Well, see, mess up feelings. Guys in a normal first in the 90s, leading up to late 90s, early 2000s, up to 2004, 5 thereabouts. And I would say they had passion for music, and they were very dedicated. They say now about guy between Kase, Fire, you know those guys. That was the 96 column coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the senior men like Kojo,
Lumba.
no, not that era. But the guys who took up that music at that era, Storm, talking about the beginning of Samini and Co. That was those times, leading to 1998, climax in 2000, early. No? Those boys, you can say, they really understood music. Unfortunately, no, they couldn't make that money, and the popularity at that time was very minimal. Obekaya, how many radio stations, how many Fifi Prats were out there? At that time, even you, Fifi, it takes musicians to queue up before so make my access your studio. You understand?
Yeah,
There were a couple of times
yeah.
I have to call you to intercede on behalf of certain musicians, Fifi, Mepacho. Young guys say, "Oh, the money me bonum no crack." You remember? And that chances, that choices, was not available. We take here and also aside that there was nothing too much popular like your friend said, your YouTube. Now people were not too much endowed in IT music stuff. People were not too much endowed in Instagram. It was very virtually there was nothing like that. But now no be to me born you more than BMO. The next 5 minutes is on the world platform.
What do you mean by that?
Mpacho utimisha ni bedroom no ayanyum.
Or said the bedroom no
I
I
said nipa me by anyum on bedroom ukrum ha me bebe.
Nem panis in chain.
Empani sinchen.
Nem computers in chain.
Ahana ayi so ne
Microphone.
Ne fridge so na a glass.
And your studio as a bedroom.
Bedroom.
Oh,
But
okay.
utimi de anyum no de aba.
I see.
But look at the struggle that time na guys ekum even to get a studio and a record room. The Obadan Suma was the name.
Samini, Nana King.
Nana King, and they can't the first studio I know what Dansuma was the name.
Nana King.
Nana King.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, at that time, even to get them to book a time for you to come and record, Terry Bunchaka days, the boys really suffered. But if you talk about the real authentic music, I have a friend said from composition to delivery, it was very conk. Those guys, you could tell, say they had the spirit and the passion into me. They could even do live. So they really suffered. Take our Dansuman boy, our own brother Samini, for instance. Okay? Samini, I remember in 98, thereabout. You understand? Time of boys, those kind of things. It was very classic. Say now it would have been much louder than it was before, because that time no more limitations. What I say? And at that time they were doing for the entertainment aspect of it. They say, oh, and they show be waha. Nobody gave them brass dime. Shishi. Krani and Mawumubi. 2 CDs krani bi omunjibi. But they were prepared. Said they wanted to entertain the crowd. You think of it. How many of them were coming to studios with a car of their own? They never had it. Taxi. Trotro. None friends kakra. Tema guys. Dansuma guys. None friends. Obi omukwa ko perform Accra International. None Niamagu Trotro. Okay. None suit your best jacket. To the sense in the bimkrako high boot, any jacket. If you know what I'm talking about. And son wa babe perform stage. Uya wa fetch the $1 a man.
And you mean that's a wow because me make a move feel same.
Oh no. The boys we should call them. Best Samin and Cody are there. Call them. Even to the time of Oforian Ponsam Krabine, before they go to club and beg, said they just want to hold microphone just to make themselves available for people to know them. But these days it is not like that. They can just rock and roll anywhere. The next day they are popular with just one single album. But look at those times. The boys in the team about 2, 3, about 8 songs. Nina a top hit, but Togo border could be antinyum. Because one, the investment in that music at that time was not there. But Ghanaians were enjoying them because we're enjoying music. But as to what goes investment, money that goes into their pocketing, boys in Nyabi. But then no feature kakrebe the next job abeji down East Legon. But look at those guys randomly, and they put them all of them collectively. In the 2000 era no, late 2000s na, and then ombeye and ama omoye day ebisusu timi omom fast no otimi you turn around esase san in sano what I say and also be very meaningful either than that good number of them to nyuma break for nothing.
Obetumi aka said those days guys now work on real musicians.
They were the real musicians, but the young boys of today they know. Because if you give them a microphone, if you so we understand music. When they go to studio, a lot of them offer live show better microphone not to actually
because
they cannot even coordinate with the band. They cannot coordinate with the band. And when you ask them to come and then display, do some little a cappella, it's a problem. And you begin to ask, say, you don't get it. You know what I mean? Your pen or studio work. Of course, studio work there. If you're on the year, then it's just the beat is there because it's sound system. But if you want to give the real music in India, then go and play with a naked band and let's see the lyrics. Let's hear you out. Nyamsha said your voice in BCI. A lot of them they do with voice enhancement. Into one quarter, you wouldn't know or not. What is it? And indeed, let us confess and let us be very frank with the subject. Say, boys na omo etronium at that time. A bread and I maybe are retired. But how old are they? They are young guys. They are still young. Some under the in their 30s, some even under 30. But they started early to say their nano. Some of these young boys are started 18, 19 now. They also started around the Terry Bonchaka and others. How old? They were 21. Some were TikTok. How old were they? They were little young boys. But passion and enthusiasm. And then they genome you room. No, Jumani, you would dare. Of course, because woman said that time, no, I'm sorry, where they were from. Because if you partner, I say, I'm a boy.
What the other two bomber?
Let me just say that time no. Na no first obeko stage.
Yeah.
No it must son and son no girl papa. What I say, and yes, I excuse me to say that those days, yes, I don't come here. What I say, so I gave Nissan man, which is Russia light, which is per se, or call baby to second to me. That time there was no sprinters, there was no East Legon.
That is it.
But per se, when you be a Usu remixer, Chiro Costi is stage. And at that time, so let us say, now be Jim Becker, and two dressing, so now nodding, I share tennis. Fifi. That are not shirts in the super.
Wow, a day of Friday. Oh, Pacha said 90s, the musicians is normal shirt to so.
Oh, not
any of trousers.
None you mad day, but not shirts in the super. But I said, none you will. It was the order of the day because we share black trials, you know, on the non potassium, tap black and white on stick, white shirt and black down, and a white shoe. What I say, and two bits may share and be a circle, no a bit feature. But one here, the next 2 days, will be sharing a terminate the same no and was circle. Now, alternatives in New York, but only a Jumadin. I would say, Seb. Those guys, they gave birth to what is happening today.
Okay.
But the modern day Ghanaian musicians, and I'm sorry, but I'll be very frank and very blank on the subject. Omnia smart enough. If they are smart enough, they're supposed to tap in with those guys, and that gave birth to the music of Nigeria, the Nigerian boys. Nigerian boys came back to meet people like J. Martins. He was the beginner and the starter.
Yeah.
J. Martin started. Two-Face. Okay? Two Baba. Two Baba and Co. They were the people who started.
Yeah.
J. Martins today is not popular than Flavor. He's not popular than Adekunle. He's not popular than Simi and etc. But they paid their dues. Do you understand me? And when the boys, the Nigerian boys, started Somobano, they didn't be the Oman yes are two no na. Some of young crowd sorry, they went back to J. Martins and Co. Because that time J. Martins they became godfather. That is the reason Nigerian boys no more buying Benna Boy, Simi, Westkids, Davido. How old is Davido? Davido is just a small boy.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But see how they went down. They went down. They submitted to the old boys.
That is it.
And bro. They showed them the way because Nigeria had the investors to come in. What did them say? And your guys say they are there. But look at the system today. They rather even want to rub shoulders. Not rub shoulders. They're trying to down them. So, how can you? It doesn't even arise. Because if you're talking about real music, they have done more than you. Fifi, when was National Theatre time when you see it? These boys, time you see National Theatre, they were already there. And they have been the people who almost feature National Theatre, Miss Ghana. You remember those days? On the Miss Ghana, that time, it's 12 regions, you know. 8 of them are dance man girls. The whole region here are dance man.
Yeah, we'll be jam.
So we need to be
jam.
Fee, we need to be
jam. Or be jam and dance man girls.
Oh, but that's how we need. Fifi, what are you talking about? Fifi, please. Mbacho, me pese David Fifi na say one me say Glenn's Crano. Now we sit. I'm call for better what hina me to Santa Maria on be mo asori dan so my guest but na say na reserve seat ma wo. Fifi that man yet to say the unim de ekoso. Winim bibia ni nyina wa na wo ye. Seat no timi ma. Mama Adabaka boys no. So you see those boys really are still available. Music doesn't die. Voice can die, but the music itself doesn't die.
Yeah.
And the people with passion are natural musicians, you know, until even in their grave, they are still musicians.
Okay.
They can close up their eyes, wake up anytime and sing, even in their bad voice. Because they are not. So let's look at this. The upcoming guys, no more. Share the content, then the song itself, the messages, after messages in it, it resonates, it connects with the modern day. Kasane, Benyama, fine, that's okay. But it gets to a time, we hear that kind of a link, somebody to bring you along to the destination that you want to take your music to. And to look at the Nigerians, Highlife was not Nigerian song.
Yeah.
Nigeria, Highlife, Ghana is the leader of Highlife. But even Ghana crying Highlife, and it's not Ghana. Highlife started with Sierra Leoneans. Dr. Wolo, they were the people playing Highlife, not the Ghanaians. So it was ECOWAS affair, Commonwealth affair. So Ghanaian musicians, they were even learning from Sierra Leoneans. So Ghana picked it up, modified it. And so Ghanaians rather, I'm actually the damn cool. The transport to Highlife to Nigeria. Nigeria at that time knew Ebin Kretze and Co. Because Nigeria knew only what is called juju music. You understand? But the Highlife Nigerians na the call, Ghanaians na the call. Look at the interesting point. In the 96, American in the 90s up to 2000s, you know, your boys, you know, Shadow carry. There were songs, Fifi, now no more town. There were. Now no more town.
Big time, pal.
That time when you go to
Big
your
time.
studio, you could hit more than 100 Ghanaian songs made in Ghana, and it was all danceable music, dancing one. Tell me today, Vivi, some of us we've traveled too wide and too large. I remember and I recall, I myself I featured in a studio in a country in Europe as a disc jockey with a friend, just only for you know. At that time, no, those boys' music when you play the Abrofono Besa. And it's what is happening today all over the world. Nigeria songs, they're beating even the Francophones to it. Baby. But today, sir, Ubo Yanya boys in Yumna, only Ghanaian atmosphere.
Yeah.
That is where it catches up. And yes, sir, baby Mako. But compare the Nigerian songs, the Nigerian Highlife, the Nigerian boys, Davido and Co. Go to Australia, Sydney, go to Estonia, go to anywhere, Lanaka, anywhere. They have taken over from the Americans. So Nigerian music, which is called the Nigerian Highlife, has dominated all over. And they are making money. How many of them owns helicopters, or how many of them owns your friends, jets? How was that possible? Look at the interesting and the clever thing that they did. When even the Nigerian musician is falling out, they quickly look out for a musician in another country, which a Ghanaian musician arrogantly would not do it. And I say, they don't take good managers. Fifi, you know, they don't take good managers because they will not submit to the manager.
That is
And
the girls will be
so these Nigerian guys, so a little bit weaker. Now they are partnering with what? Tanzanian boys, Zimbabwe boys, Ja Praiser, Platin, their friends, Diamond, okay, Rivani, and all those boys. Rwandese boy, Alpha Rangira. This Rangira guy will feature almost every Nigerian guy. A little girl, a leader, Amelda from Cape Verde. Go and check the background of that girl. She features a concert in not even in Portugal. You would say or a Portuguese, but man call UK or every every platform or every hall. The Nigerian boys with the flavor adding to France on your French or every hall. Davido or every hall US, UK baby ah. Yemfa yenye Ghanaian boys back and finding studio bi. In Europe somewhere. Senya Ghanaians and the best so Ghana for ya omo pe baby akọ ahye ne ntoma de ne yire e yon fa me mpio de ne kwa. Yenhwe Ghanaian musicians, some of them. Very few and okwa yenim even in Togo. They are loud over here. They are popular over here because they are using what? Facebook, this and that, Instagram. It is nothing. It doesn't even connect and resonate with investment in terms of money that they make out of it. They don't make money to that extent. They like that ambience, the noise, the popularity out of it, just to be on the streets of Accra, near Konya inviting Legon whole week. No, that is not all. Do you get it? They don't wait their time they won't take home time to process because it is your money time. The money time in the music is now. Maka say the Oforian Ponsans and the Saminis and the Terry Bonjakas and all those in Domien. If it was today,
Come on, hit him big time.
Nigerians in team compete with our
hit him
boys.
big
No. Davido cannot stand with Samini. He cannot stand a lot of them. He couldn't have. But the competition level, your competitive, competitiveness, very low. Say, look at, there is no Nigerian who features. On for Tanzania and Nkahu. How many Nigerians have featured Diamond? Almost all of them. Almost all of them. Why? Because now they want the Swahili flex to combine.
Yeah.
Look at what Kenyan musicians, the boys are doing. Look at the Ugandan boys, and then look at Tanzanians. They've taken music from the South Africans. Before music was South Africa, you can see the South African musicians were very high profiled because for them they had what it takes to do good music. Okay? Now Nigerians took over from them, but the Nigerians now, as they are going a little bit, if you say it's now, it's just descending a little bit, but smartly, a lot of them are partnered with Americans to feature on their Highlife. A lot of them. That is it. Because some confine and say, Omra Metunyum, no Maji, 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah, has it for no
arrogance. Any lack of process being processed.
Enka obi to say be a kwadwantwi na come walk to kwadwantwi.
They will never do it. Only kwadwobe compete. No, for what?
No more konoso.
Pa Thomas wo ho. That's what the Nigerian boys did. So besha.
But omo person omo tena se na boy impedifo na omo
you see
what basically for help from them.
Look at La Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire, Freddie Mewe, Alpha Blondy, Gajiseli, and all those guys. Ivorian boys are they took them through the process, the Francophone beat na and Nombe Coupé de Cali. Côte d'Ivoire for boys in the Coupé de Cali ruled the Mapuka by. That was a version. Do you remember? Yeah. Mapuka also ruled around the late 90s, early 90s. They made big money out of it. In France, all over the world. Mapuka was all over the world. And all these things, they never left Freddie Mewe out.
That is it.
They never. Look at the point, say, Obi to say Alpha Blondy. Alpha Blondy was a French. How was he popular even in Jamaica? Why was he popular in America than our own Ghanaian musicians? Singing Rastafarian or reggae songs. Some of us are aware and we know when your friend is in the late Lucky Dube started. Lucky Dube, before even he came out with the slave, at that time he was a local musician in South Africa. And his first album, Omar Dekini, you can just go there and check. That time he was singing local songs. But he went to France before and he went to Jamaica, came back to France. After Blandimu Nodin Hubo Lucky Dube, that big within a short time. Okay? And music there, you never stop learning from people that you think they are better than you. But dear, no, it is still we are not promoting the songs very well. And musicians, they are only loud in the ears of Ghanaians. And to my so colloquial, only the 4 enclaves, that is the north, south, north, Ghana has it. Because the Ghanaian musicians, you're in posters called the Bobo Abidjan, nobody knows him.
Now, saying more the arguments, because ABC said, I say, products everywhere Babontain with this young guys ning nine to Sansai.
Oh, come in agreeably. Because, listen, how do you sit? Say, for the sake of Instagram and Facebook purpose, how do you sit? Now record those songs with telephone. A lot of them. Why in music, yes, some boys are better 3 or 4. Onam da kuma mo nam na no be a story building being obifis are grown the next day he finds out.
But do you think say you to mean bibi kakra Andrew international level?
There was some few of them and they say your rap musicians mona oma ebia there okay obiti say your friend is a shatter say but I'm saying that he could have done better.
So
well, of course if the promotion is there he could have done better because he has what it takes. Or flair, no.
Or lucky wo baby.
Oh, there's some. The promotion is a little bit of a big issue because yes, you can't be king only in Ghana. He has the qualities to be king across Africa. How did it happen there? Yes, Sarkodia could do better. He could do more. Stonebwoy and others still they are still, because I'm looking at them and looking at Simi, I'm looking at Chike, I'm looking at
Simi no money at the idea we can which investors bem. What I mentioned.
Yes.
But I say no,
it is not like that. A Sikafon would not. Nobody would take his money to invest on something that is not profitable, because Ahanis Kanin to say, excuse me, to say Nigeria. But music industry, there's money everywhere. Meaning, say, young Krano, how well do they allow themselves to be managed? That is the theory, and that is the problem.
Okay.
They don't allow themselves to be managed. That is the irony of it. The Nigerian boys. No, I'm just saying. Look, when today's president of Sierra Leone Republic, okay, my debut, on the day 2018 when he was sworn in as a president of Sierra, just 2018, I was there. I was invited. I went with Serbia government. Then, the swear-in ceremony or a private party indoor or Mama Yoko Hotel in Freetown. The wife, musician, and all penning you met here, Davido. They brought Davido. I was in the hotel, Radisson Blue with Davido, with Liberia President Oponria, with my debut, with other African presidents.
Hey, also what the hotel? Hotel
yes. So,
Wahabi.
When you sit down with Davido, you will laugh your stomach out. You understand? This boy, if you look at his managers, the guy who manages him, he has a management team. To the sense, Davido came out. He was yet to go to the program, but no person the boy shouted at him.
Wow.
Yes, I was there. He screamed at him that get inside. It's not your time. Go and sleep. And he understands. It's like that in Nigeria all over. Flavor, one of the most respectful Nigerian musician that you can ever get. Look at the background of Flavor. Say no to you more trotro stations. Our Eastern Nigeria. When you all art musician be okusuya say or continue music studio be. But look at him now. And you cannot ask Flavor to feature on your program and pay him less than $100,000. He will not come. Because we have something called position of the product in marketing, where you put the product. But who the end, why you say who best the whole year, best performance in Logan Hall week. When we're talking about investments, you're talking about the old target Logan Hall week. So when we are get telephone numbers, are you crazy?
A man numbers.
But that's what the most musicians here. And most of them are reserving in energy now, University of Love, Tech. School of Love. A whole now or a whole week, or Katanga, or you show the whole year and targeting. If you do that, you are not growing. If you do that, you are not growing. How well do you hear from Jamaicans anymore now on the world edition? Only Jamaican reggae music, they've done it. Nigerians now shut reggae music down. They've shut it down. Europe was reggae music. The Europeans like reggae. But now, if you go to discos across Europe, Berlin, Tam Tam, whatever, Fonana, all these discotheques in Europe, big theatre, you know, go there. There is no you're more Brunibia, you're more American. Every song there is Nigeria from A to Z.
And this is here your top three, a year Shatawale, a year Stonebwoy, a year Sarkodia.
Yes.
They need to do more, right?
What they need to do, they should just,
because your friends in Nigeria say, I'm top three, Whiskey, Davido, then Burna Boy.
Master, the boys are doing well. Flavor and Co, they are doing well. Every year, there's new Nigerian artists coming. What is it? Shetiwa Mukra now, or yes, you know, what happens why rejuvenated? No, I try, no, I fam cranny be. Now I bumble, no, no, now I say, or Jinisika. So they go out there. But what I'm saying is that the Ghanaian boys, they need strong management team, not a strong manager. The strong management team obi managing the dressing, obi managing the talking, obi managing the interviews, obi managing the finances, obi managing the administration, that etc. And collectively, how? I'm sorry, David, in the educational background, you say they are not well that educated, but whichever way in Nigeria or Canberra or become a pigeon crow, but some of these guys, okay, they are well learned. They've gone to school. Some of these boys coming up and you don't have to be graduates.
Yeah.
So why don't you be very submissive? Because a Ghanaian musician, send a manager friend or two young back home, then you're near popular manager and forget about it. Normally, I'm a person, I wouldn't make references to a name, but I will make a reference to a particular name. Oh, it doesn't make any difference. I'm just only making a comment.
Oh, okay.
Nanaboro. Okay, and then you're not the buyer. I hire do.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that the Ivorians, got me, I'm French connected, you know it. They thought, said the boy was an Ivorian. And that song would have sold, it would have gone the whole Africa. Because the song, tell me about out, you know. It wasn't a song, and I said, gentleman, they call Kou. That's what they call Kou by and you. All the free Kou see from by
international.
Oh, Papa won't tell them, may say that boy and that song. You know, you don't kill off your own song. When you have a music that is trending in the system, a movie affect you money. Don't make that mistake because you are not Bob Marley. You are not Jimmy Cliff. You are not Eric Jonas. Don't make a mistake to bring another song to shut it down because every musician be out there in your big one, baby, loud. When next one, everybody goes and take one, shut it down, forget about it. You are no more musician. You are out of the market. And that was what happened to the guy because he didn't have any good musician. I met him at Radio Good one time, obey a program Saturday, the same Saturday now no Coco. And I remember very well, said, I told him, gentlemen, you know what? This very song, this particular music, if I were you, don't play any other, but promote it and sell yourself to Africa. Okay? Look at Cameroonians. The whole Cameroon is not like Ghana. Almost one music recording studio that belongs to the government. And the promoter called on it in your friend Ina. And you show musicians, okay? You show Prince Dede Nyango. Look at them, the music that they make. Gilbert, Ben Deka, Grace Deka, all these musicians, you know. Up to today, they are being managed. Ben Deka is one of the biggest musicians in Central African Republic. Gabon, Cameroon, Congo, all combined. Look at this, your friend is saying, Kofi Olomide. Okay? And if Fali Ipupa. Fali Ipupa was a dancer in Berlin, in Vienna, in Austria, with Kofi Olomide. He was a dancer. He's never been a musician. Fali Ipupa. Watch Fali Ipupa today and compare any Ghanaian musician who comes to that boy's level. I'm sorry, the reality is that you cannot. We don't have a musician to match Fali Ipupa. But Fali Ipupa was a dancer. And the Kofi Olomide, he allowed himself to be in only the far only those boys in here were Kofi Olomide trainees. Yakachi, because the boys do not want to be managed.
Yakachi. And you see, and Ghana for there be an argument we say a baswada aye basa binomnia. They say omo pese obiabe to be atras yakase Nigerians away omo nim chain.
Oh, there be Ghanaians one say, yeah, no dreaming no dawson. On say we take dreaming into governance, we take dreaming into churches, we dream a lot over everything. That is Ghana. On Sahano, United Nations and Switzerland of West Africa. What you say. But the reality is that any Ghanaian wouldn't admit. You cannot sit here and say any Ghanaian musician, any of some of these, I'm sorry, or match it up to the standard.
They be almost complaining about population.
That be because some person complaining about population. Then you should complain about La Côte d'Ivoire. Your population is bigger than Côte d'Ivoire. Your population is bigger than Cameroon. How did it happen? Your population is bigger than Cameroon and Côte d'Ivoire. Your population is far bigger than Rwanda. And look at what the Rwandese boys are doing now. Your population is bigger than Cape Verde. How can a Cape Verde musician who sings only Portuguese, who doesn't even speak English, go to international area in Portugal and all over Europe and throw up concert that will attract over 20, 50,000 people? Zahara of South Africa, the girl holds only guitar. Zahara, that girl. What music? How old is she? She dresses like, excuse me, like a farmer. But look at the song. When that girl is coming all over in Europe, the ticket is already gone. So let's face reality. It is not a comparison between population and the music has got nothing to do with population. Ghana, Jamaica population. How much is what is the size of Jamaica?
Harriet is asema wo kan nyina or UK. What's who Ghanaian act bias waba O2 Arena about the fele.
You cannot.
Never.
Obiama.
Obi to say Westgate, Davido, then Benabal. I feel and every year be almost
and this is Nigerian for one. Let's go to France. Call Paris, Neko Garden, summertime. Next year, Congolese, Congo boys in Ebabe, Falipu Ipupamadum Babe. Look, when Mewe was Mewe, with all due respect and with all realities, Mewe comes here. When Ghana invites Mewe, I'm sorry, Kojo of all people, Yenya Kojo, any Lumbam, they play before they play under Mewe. Mewe of the he was the host. He was the man of the night. How was that possible? Does that mean say Cote d'Ivoire is not Ghana population? It has nothing to do with it, because at that time those boys allowed themselves. Freddie Mewe, not Air Cote d'Ivoire, Air Ivoire, and the managino, because they allowed themselves.
Kwame say ya pese ya de international beef ni be tumi de akọ be jato.
Yeah, and that is it, because Ghanaian musician to concentrate on the profession. Call yourself a musician. Momo de omo de to ho. Say we say yendidi obi atem. Aha kwa na meti sa de.
I know they be call international.
Because that is the stupidity. Because who share the Nigerian boys now? Omo so nyenyenyenyen, but at the end of the day, oh yes, of course. Last year, 2020, this 2021. I was invited by the king of the Yoruba land, Oni Oleife, Oni of Oleife. Ileife Oni is like the Asante king of Ghana.
Okay.
No, any celebrations we are in every year. We invite you all over. The Nigerian guys that came, and say, Ileife Hono, there's no airport, so you have to fly to Ibadan. All these Nigerian artists, the boys that came, all of them came with their jets. Even my friend there, and then the jet on the tarmac, the boys were left. Guy, you understand? Nevertheless, so Obia or your old musician Nigeria, and that's a big musician now. The boys go down flat. Davido, I need obey CCR. Why as that boy? Boy, never daho achiao. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know sa line.
Why you girl was a chiao? Can
sir? Obeji penny ni girl. Akore no was a chiao.
And if they want to make money out of the gifted profession given to them called the music, music can sell you more than any other. Musicians are popular than footballers. Footballer is a short-lived profession. 15 years you're out of the pitch. Musician can live longer until even his dying days. So that is the difference. So musician money doesn't end, but footballer it can end at a point. The musician can continue if only you have the mind. What do? As and when as we seek a professional management, because some of our girls know some of the guys and it be indeed good or flair no. But they need to sit down, submit for somebody to take a business managerial. Boss, say Kingdom. Kingdom, are you telling me that Kingdom cannot manage a Ghanaian musician? He has what it takes to manage a Ghanaian musician. Simple. But Yama Ghanaian musician be say in this particular house, Kingdom say, Amofa say, on an air day or managing. No cobon yum bakuna yum near popular. No friend is obeba.
Obedina tabukura.
And you can never grow because you don't have that business knowledge to promote yourself.
That is it.
You don't have the listen. Share lobby in the Grammy Awards now. You invite you. Papa, it's not only about the work. I'm a consultant. I know what I'm talking about. The lobbying plays about 80% role, and the profession comes to support. Look at Jack Praiser. This boy too dangerous. Okay, and Marina and those kind of things. Shall Nigeria feature Yemi Alamide? Of yes, Alade.
Yemi Alade.
Yeah, Yemi Alade. Or feature no, or feature Davido, or feature your friend said Tanzania boy, your friend said Platinum. Yes, or feature Ominina. Go out there and check Jack Prisa. The name is all over. You understand? Do you know who sponsored him? The government of Zimbabwe.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
GOZ, government of Zimbabwe, and the promote to that boy. And a lot of Cameroonian musicians are being sponsored by the Ministry of Culture. So think of it. Hotels call a normal corporation say we want to sponsor you, promote you. And 2 years ago, you know, be on the open sky and could be promoting musician. There is nothing that makes it. Yeah, no. The sheer arrogance and the lack of understanding. And you been the football at the same time when you connect back where you are at the same thing. She a Ghanaian footballer. O free park is 2 years. You see, can you answer? She a Nigerian footballer. JJ Okacha and Co. Up to now, Africa no many years come on. Compared to your players of their time. Adepo Jumuni Adadeno. Kanu, go to Kanu. He owns what he owns. Big time. But boys say no more feature at the same time. No. All of them, no. I'm sorry to say, Ebu Okra Wansra Unity.
Kwame Ansanse menka cho say say your musicians no more of them lady live fake lives.
Because the fake life is that they try to reach where they haven't gotten yet.
Okay.
And now say they don't put professional emphasis, investment emphasis on what they're doing. And until we target na ya nyom baako. It is a nyom baako no ba out to ya. On one very well said this time nobody takes money to go and buy cassette. Nobody takes money to go and buy etc. You are only depending on assessing the YouTube watches, views, and etc. That is not alone. That is not enough. Okay. You need to feature on international platforms that you get money.
If you are watching, maybe say, what about the way we release your tracks? Who said those days? You know,
yes.
If I say Lumba releasing the single and album, and also it's a 4 or 5 years and sign for Fraba. It's a the tracks being
that is what that was my initial introduction. Say any clever, smart musician will not kill off your good song after 6 months. But yeah, the end there or born because he is in a haste. Say or per se yet we are bo. How do you compete with your colleagues who be releasing your tino stupidly? So in your cries and next week who's release?
Obi to be releasing your cry and you know fire.
When it's on when it's in transit,
yeah.
You Fifi Bonyum. Now the same person. What's up, Fifi?
So within 2 weeks. And appreciation,
appreciation,
Rabbi Tim. Rabbi, who are here? Your monitor, I'm sorry. Wahab.
Heavy.
MiTWORK.
Discussion a deeper than
Yanko 40.
You know, he's
won't
but Senkubi Tiasia. This is generational wealth.
I do just say discussion we are the free.
I'm telling you.
You have to pay for.
I'm telling you.
Or the amount free. Into
now,
you
detailed. Senka se enyese ebia Wahab baby akwa. Na kamia me time. Come on discuss it 30 minutes
Wahab baby akwa.
Senyese ebia o ko baby or ko baby
5-10 minutes in cafe.
Come on 5-10 minutes. Hey, about honor. Once am I working?
Very deep.
Honor, submission, the issue of arrogance killing talent. It's not just about 10 minutes now. Can mama limiting it to just musicians. Generally in life,
so
we having generally in life about honor, submission.
What is other true question?
Arrogance. The people there no and one among no because me sinya pa. That means sinya pa. Me sinya pa. What there? Have you there? Anna. What on kasa about Anna?
So you see,
okay,
like he rightly hit. On say whoever does not submit, respect, you find it difficult in processing the life into success, because it is a processing stages of life. So you need to move from stage to stage. But any profession be a activity based, either football, activity based, music, any other talented professions. What if you don't have that kind of appreciation spirit, the heart to honor, to respect, and submit, and allowed to be groomed and grooming, allowed to be trained and training, allowed to be to be given just even common investment mentality. How do you sit? Now, I have a better house. No, my bed is 15,000. I'll sleep on a 15,000 Ghana cedis bed. Are you crazy? If you sit on 15,000 cedis, $2,000, do you think Flavor will buy a $15,000, $2,000 bed and make noise about it? No. It's because the inferiority complex, the cheap life, the cheap mentality has invested into your mind. And amount to me, you think you feel every little thing be a big mouth. What they say? Sure. Event to be Baso across Sports Stadium. Ghanaian musicians. They were even rushing. There was an event at Nigerian boy, A4 baby. We say these two friends, brothers and twins.
P Square.
P Square. They were on that event. And a good friend of mine, one of my cousins.
Okay.
So we're out there when they haven't even started. And we're having these discussions. So look, some of your guys, they could be very good. But why are they not? They are too giddy. They are too they just rush. The Ghanaian musicians were even fighting who has to go on stage first. They were fighting. When the organizer, the event planner says that I want you to feature number 6, I want you to feature hey, why didn't you so I'm a to the yes, a crowd on the crowd about into no mama to a crowd in the back.
Yeah, experiences are in a
because it borders on professionalism, because I mean I'm here in manager. I'll make sure say if I want you to feature last or I want to feature first, it is a lobbying game. That is what is called consultancy. You don't have the manager who understands. You only have the manager who passes telephone numbers to girls. So you are rather controlling him than he controlling you. You call him manager because you need to have the word manager, but he doesn't manage you. So the Ghanaian musician managing himself, you are equal as West, because you don't have the managerial skills. The administrative skills, you don't have it. Then you cannot put together and govern yourself. And you cannot grow with your profession. So you kill off a profession early. And you look across. All these guys, next time, but one thing that they forget is that music industry, talent industry, the moment I feature say, oh, your friend saying the name comes out there, no. Who say win Timin Kotra Makola say or tomatoes. Now a certain complex come to hang on your neck. Until at the end of the day, no, one share year. Now share open for birthday, crying after more about 50 they're making. Musician be or patch out CM feature birthday. What's a week a year no? 50 party bonny show. I know about better baby 50 case me wa house. It didn't hear you so mumba. Huh? Tommy's in the house.
101.9 FM, Kingdom Plus.
I will say, revival me today. Because
what I say, oh, me waha. Overheard not
the girls be so
still like
Rabbi Wahab. Rabbi in the house.
What I say, MC the 50 that time not just boom kakra. Oh, it is that those days get a popular popularity conform. I can't 50 years the kakra. Man say emfa. E who are now 50 around boy.
That time I now for.
And see, use this your medium. And anytime, anywhere that you have the least chance on your program, please let's discuss about management, consulting, consortium, and then our players, your talent, your musicians, omon tu ombuase, na omon pe managers, omon tu ombanom pe musicians na omon ye too old class on pempen in front kwan young guys no more in their 30s in the Samini Moon squad near Dadena, or when say, or what music in a chair, or in yum to chair, or Tinyum Nasa chair, or in live show chair. Money woman yet day and coordinated collaboration, Moncomo.
Collaboro so ya there haje de bia obeti ya o se Charlie Wood possible si we no kobo anu kra obeye yi kakra bia de name so ade on na me che no haje pa
I'm in sure idea Ghana sebi normally will not in
ya can say ye moaboy
ahana there be enu nam cha hana san kwasa sem wo one who Nigerian musician in the last 3 years a ono nko atonyum da fa Nigeria album ni nyina betu
happen
Chike feature Simi, Simi feature Tiwa, Tiwa feature Flavor, Flavor feature Whiskers, Whiskers feature Davido. One who's home causing obium, obia because there is a quality in everybody, and to bring your quality out. Into what does it mean? What it means, they have what is called striking a healthy balance. Ahano Tiwa on a popularity. Into one penasem no, eba bi tie no.
Yeah.
Mesu sumo am crowd ha, omso de beba.
Ghana the penisa.
Into put Ghanaian musicians been a play Oman 90 a feature as a group. I'm gonna do 5 years consistently that they start fighting unnecessarily. I ain't no more fighting. Call her a friend is a national theatre. Sikacha ho kekaya diama woman. Any nyom no krano aden and once intimu banman planning who leads and who follows. And two banners say, Omuja a ye crime, sir, sage crana. What I say, Obia, individual one man show, Ediko Jinaha, which means a connectivity, no, and your name connected, Oma Sani and Kwasiasa, because one said, and your man, Omoyano, Asano Cramfa. 2 musicians, Obianu, Samumia joint. Mumia no Ancasano, and come with my Nyama Amana FN.
Just a Jimmy and womb.
That's how Omja stage, where could Jinaha? Now our shank for no turning because wait to tema where's a year friend is a makango into another person pulling the fans different. Where's that back. If you do the machine Cromonti no go so sing it. Sometimes so who didn't pass that? Yeah, music. Yeah. I call for Ghana boys.
I was ya, Miss Rabwa, and they Universia. Rabbi, would it be a Wahab?
5 minutes week, don't worry.
You want someone come?
Or say next week.
You want someone come?
Because and then come on a hitika, come yent banka udom, yent banka bibia.
And your mouth, why make up? What miss you?
Every day, mechanic say, Ghana musician be out sa interview
on Femoba
on fan it is a Bible the unti nonsense you know why I came early today me pa me ba even before guest
heavy
the first time I listened to Wahab interview like Metienne, no Metienne, but Metienne interview be about I think governance about something. No kasa about the nation. Metienne interview 3 times.
Next week you ever call baby.
Metienne first one. Nam say no. Nam say call back. Nam say TB. Nam say call back. Nam say TB.
For you to understand it.
Yes.
No who baby who free ba.
That's it.
Now what he says who say chale will make a point.
Into Tuesday now. One man, I think Tuesday, right? I went to me Wednesday. I went to me and then because of a ban, yes, I'm a bantam, so that I will sit down and listen to him well. Mobile starting now. I said, Debbie, I'm P. So I went out into Studio B. I just wanted to just listen from machines. I mean, Wahab the same style now no be corner. Just a punch. Punch him and I'm like, "Mami, we not meeting us." Okay. Say, Esenka, Papa, no crana make catch you. Esenka, Yesheda, a man of special portfolio. Say, advisor to presidents, leaders, leadership. ne ade nanka ode ontu nipa fo na onkyere yen kwan
yɛbɛnya ghanafoɔ sɛbesɛbe agyibifoɔ bi bɛno bɛde ɛbɛdi natam
asɛm wɔ ka about Anna no
sɛbi agyibifoɔ bi aka sɛ wahab
ode mom nka de ombɛka
ɛti pa no hwɛ abɛ ɔnkɔ korɔgye no ho
ode mom nka de ombɛka ba hwɛ asɛm a wɔka ne nne no ho
ɔntena se no wɔ ntie o
sɛ Ghanaian musician bi sɛ obi etie na ɔde bɛyɛ adwuma ɔma no ho 12 months 24 months 3 years to come he will be very big.
And fee on your studio with a promise from me. Anybody that want to assess, not even we're dying with one CD, free consultancy, you know my passion and I love music. And I have great musicians who have been my friends, including Jimmy Cliff. So if any musician be NASA or directions as to what to do, professional advice, please, they can consult. I'll do it free of charge.
Wow.
They should come with the so-called Omafro manager. They are managers, I'm sorry, most of them, they are not managers. Because you cannot be a manager. Now do musician no.
It's wrong.
Ghanaian musicians, or by where now Shechelowati.
Manager no.
And the manager name was Shechelowati because a dinner manager and a chance. Manager, now musicians are now also got to watch him now.
They said you know the level like the amount so did you phone numbers from the girls?
And Kotoshawa, my manager near there. You should have a way. What I say. And see, young fan interview like you said it to me. With a promise, say anybody freely. Those ones who come fees say, "Oh, me a big, you know." There are ways that they can grow better and grow stronger than where they are, because they should know, say, activity-based and talented-based profession, it has more or less an expiration time. So if you don't make use of it and you bomb it over, the OBBI you never come up.
You will never come up.
Namen count Fifi.
Wahab Wakasa. Rabbi.
Wakasa papa.
Eradi Aduma next week.
Next week already.
Next week Friday. Never.
Next week Friday. And this time no, Obebanten.
Oh, you don't. Mami time never. I'll comply. I reserve Friday, inshallah. May reserve my wife.
Heavy.
The Ghanaians should know Fifi. I mean, I say that's why it's slow, Fifi.
That means me person baby whatever. Because Wahab na no hano
opre no ho
obebi so ani say eba monte and na mesra wa shana maka no makwa kosi ekire Wahab na na osi fifi na otesere na boko be
we are trying preservation of the truth.
Thank you.
I'll preserve it for you.
Wahab now so need social media oh
there be me now say on say me come makalanta ntia na me time on social media but very soon I mean
only
a lot
Facebook
of people are forced more or less they are trying say all my interviews I have over 120 interviews.
Wow.
And people want to put it together. They are doing it. It's under construction. Maybe by next week you can get me on the other things.
Okay.
But like I said, not only music.
I'm a free bird. And then no time in it. Then per se you're concentrating on.
It's okay.
Music.
Any other thing.
Next week in the year.
General. You better to try remember Sabasa. Now baby Accra.
Mr. When your president already.
Baby go for a committee.
Unya ubedi.
Debbie me come Makalanta on say Ghana.
President did any one dream.
Any my dream.
Sir.
Debbie, I like to be a policy advocate like I'm doing. Just only to share advice. But then president, you know. And I want things on say
pressure won't too much.
Pressure nim but Ghana if you don't forget say Untimi yet president with that first lady. And I'm a professional divorcee. It makes it very difficult. What I say when you are professionally divorced in Ghana, has seen spiritually, mentally.
What kind of such
I'm sorry, next week Friday. Next week. I mean, come on.
Yada we Wahab when the best Ryan Yadana say. And then a special producer, Rabbi Humphrey, one ever take you over from me, and they're popping at 6 p.m. And then the news, Abaso. Middle BBS, Mamuti, Nayadabujana, if you told the Yama musicians, Messinamwa, Muntie, and Yansafonintie, 77 Muslims who are my year, Mupa, won't forget it. And Muama Bravo. Love you all, especially you, Mamuti, and I stand for my. The name is Fifi Pride.